In 2008, 2009, your company benefited from $500 billion in low-cost federal loans, $25 billion in TARP loans, TARP funds, untold billions indirectly through the bailout of AIG that helped address your massive exposure in repurchase agreements and derivatives. With all of that in mind, wouldn't JPMorgan have gone down without the massive federal intervention, both directly and indirectly, in 2008 or 2009?
I think you were misinformed, and I think that misinformation is leading to a lot of the problems we're having today. JPMorgan took TARP because we were asked to by the Secretary of Treasury of the United States of America. With the FDIC in the room, head of the New York Fed, Tim Geithner, Chairman of the Federal Reserve, Ben Bernanke. We did not, at that point, need TARP. We were asked to because we were told, I think correctly so, that if the 9 banks there, and some may have needed it, take this TARP, we can get it to all these other banks and stop the system from going down. We did not borrow from the Federal Reserve, except when they asked us to. They said, please use these facilities because it makes it easier for other people.
We would all like to be asked.
And we were not bailed out by AIG. Okay, if AIG itself, we would have had a direct loss of maybe $1 billion or $2 billion if AIG went down. And we would have been okay.
Then you have a difference of opinion with many analysts of the situation who felt the AIG bailout did benefit you enormously. And I'm not going to carry that argument with you now, sir.
They're factually wrong.
This is not your hearing. I'm asking you to respond to questions, and I also only have 5 minutes. So let's agree to disagree. But I think that many analysts would reach the conclusion that if you would apply that Old Testament justice in 2008, 2009, JPMorgan would have gone down and you would have been out of a job. And it goes to the enormous frustration. And how many companies in the history of the planet have been offered $500 billion in low-interest loans? Not many. But the basic concept behind the Volcker firewall is that banks are in the lending business, not in the hedge fund business. And do you share that kind of basic philosophical orientation?
We are not in the hedge fund business.
Okay.